Hi everyone, my name is Rishi. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about time value of money questions. We're going to solve this question with the use of a BA2 plus Texas Instruments calculator. These calculations are very important for any finance course, specifically CFA Level 1. So let's get started. The first question, we are required to calculate the future value of an X amount of money that we're going to be investing today, which is 5,000, which is going to earn 6% annually compounded. What will the investment be worth in 4 years? So when we're doing future value questions, what I would, or present value, or any time value of money questions, what I would strongly suggest is that we note down all the variables. Okay, so we need to calculate the future value, but the other variables are present value, payment, I by Y, and N. Here we're trying to find the future value of $5,000 deposited today, so we'll put minus $5,000. Why do we put a negative sign in front of the $5,000? Because that represents a cash outflow from the investor's perspective. It's going to earn a 6% annually compounded rate. Are we going to be contributing any additional money over the next 4 years? No, so the payment would be zero. What will be the investment be worth in 4 years? So N would be 4. Knowing all these inputs, we can simply calculate the future value. So let me put it into the calculator. So minus 5,000 present value, 6 is I by Y, 0 is payment, 4 is N, compute future value, and that's going to be $6,313. Okay, simple and straightforward. Now we are required to calculate the present value of 10,000 that is going to be received in 5 years from now. That is going to be received in 5 years from now. So we're trying to find the present value here. So let's write down all the variables that are here, N and I by Y. 10,000 will be received 5 years from now. So the future value would be 10,000. Discount rate is 8%. N is 5. We're not contributing any additional money, so the payment would be 0. Okay, so we can simply calculate this using our financial calculator. 10,000 would be the future value, 0 would be the payment, 5 would be N, 8 would be I by Y, and then we'll select compute present value, and that would be negative 6805. So the answer would be 6805. Another way to approach this question is assume that we are at time 0 and we're going to receive this $10,000 at time 5, right? T5, we're going to receive $10,000. A formula that you should always remember for any time value of money question is that future value is equal to present value multiplied with 1 plus r to the power n. So to find the present value, we can simply rearrange the equation and say that it's going to be future value divided by 1 plus r to the power n, where the future value is 10,000 divided by 1.08 to the power 5. Okay, so if you were to calculate manually, this is how you would do it. So these are two examples of how we can use the financial calculator to calculate the present value of, or the future value of, a single cash flow. So let's look at annuity due, or annuity value, sorry. Investor will receive 2,000 at the end of each year for 6 years. Okay, so I'm going to again put the variables down. It helps me make sure that I have good the variables that we're working with. So we're going to receive 2,000 at the end of each year for 6 years. We're going to receive 2,000 as the payment. If the discount rate is 7%, okay, what is the present value of the annuity? Okay, N is going to be 6, and again the future value here would be 0. I'm concerned about the present value, so we're going to put the future value equal to 0 because we're trying to find what is the present value of this money. Okay, so again, we could use a financial calculator. So I'm going to put 2000 as payment, 6 as N, 7 as I by Y, 0 as FV, compute present value. I get 9533. This is the closest answer. Investor is evaluating a 5-year bond. So this is like a bond valuation question now. The bond value is again dependent on the future cash flows. Any financial asset, if you're using a present value model or any absolute valuation that we do, the value of financial security is just the present value of its future cash flows. Investor is valuing a 5-year bond with a face value of 1,000 and an annual coupon rate of 6%. Coupon rate, the dollar value of the coupon is always calculated as the coupon rate multiplied by the face value. So we're going to do 1,000 multiplied by 6%. That's going to give us $60 as the payment that we're going to receive for this bond for the next 5 years. Okay, so let's put the variables again. Future value is going to be 1,000. The bond always matures at its par value. Payment is going to be 60. I by Y, which is the YTM, is 7%. YTM is a single discount rate that sets the bond's future cash flows equal to its present value. It is a sort of a rate that we use to calculate the bond's expected or the bond's actual return. Okay, and N is going to be 5. And now we're just going to simply calculate the present value. So it's going to be 1,000 as the future value, 60 as the payment, 7 as I by Y, 5 as N, right? And compute PV. So I get the answer is 958.9. So these are the foundational time value of money questions that, or the keystrokes that you should know how to do it on a BA 2 plus calculator, because this would be a key learning point in, and it's going to be used extensively in your future sections of the CFA course. So having a strong foundation on how to use the calculator and how to set up the question would be important for your success on the exam day. Hope you like this video. So I'll be creating a lot more videos like this. So please make sure that you subscribe and follow my channel for more videos like this. Thank you and have a great day.